what you have here, and I fucking love this example so much. I think it's so cool because it's two guys 100 years apart with the same realization. There's a really wonderful example, the comparison between Copernicus and Galileo. So Copernicus in the 1500s, he begins to realize that the Earth might not be the center of the solar system, let alone the universe. And he has enough evidence to justify it, but he waits until his deathbed to actually sort of whisper out his great work, which is De Revolutionibus, this work that he made. And he does it on his deathbed, presumably to avoid the wrath of the church. Now, some sort of hardline freedom fighting, you should do it, don't listen to the man, don't back down, like just stand on your principles, people would say, well, that's a cowardly thing to do. You knew what the truth was and you didn't stand by it. 100 years later, Galileo comes along. He sees the moons of Jupiter, sees the phases of Venus, sees the pockmarks on the surface of the moon, and he realizes that the heliocentric model, this like Copernican revolution, is true. Proclaims it from the rooftops. What happens to him?
House arrest.
He gets put under house arrest. He gets forced to recant under the threat of torture and spends the rest of his life under house arrest. So what you have here, and I fucking love this example so much. I think it's so cool because it's two guys 100 years apart with the same realization. And the justification for the first one not saying what he didn't say loudly is the treatment of the second. I think it's like just this perfect explanation of irony. And you go, well, the main issue that I have with like basically being right and early often feels a lot like being wrong. Mm-hmm. And if you make an example of somebody in that way, it is basically you saying, if you step out of line too far, this is what's going to happen to you. And it causes people who are trying to move conceptual inertia forward. We're trying to do research. I'm trying to assess whether or not this is actually the way that the world should be. It causes them to be more Copernicus, not more Galileo. And I think that is not what you would want in a civilization that's trying to continue to make progress. You would want to be accepting of new ideas and you would want to encourage them as opposed to castigating people.